Hi Aries, and happy June. We're in the middle of the year already. This is going to be your love focus reading, okay? And I'm just going to jump straight in. Now, Aries, I feel like from this spread, and I'm using the Vision Quest Native American Inspired Wisdom spread, it's so gorgeous. I love the imagery. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different from the traditional Rider Waite or the traditional other decks, but it's really, really beautiful. Okie dokie. So here we go. Aries, I feel like you are getting a second chance at your relationship if you are in one, or things are finally picking up with a love interest you may have had feelings for some time, or a new love is coming in to sweep you off your feet if you are totally single. And whomever this person is, I feel like they are going to be very compatible with you. Okay. Now, in the core of your reading, you have in the center, you have torment in reverse. This card is equivalent to the Devil card in the traditional tarot card decks. Okay, I feel like this tells me that you are getting over unhealthy structures. Being that it came up in the reverse is actually very positive because it means that you are releasing and getting over bad and unhealthy structures or patterns that no longer serve you or your love life. You're releasing a bondage of some sort, and this any self-limited beliefs that you may have had, or any bondages you may have had, or any things that you may have kept dear to your heart that probably shouldn't have been dear to your heart, you're now releasing because this card came up in reverse. So that's a beautiful thing. And then paired up, that also in the core of your reading, you have three cards that came up at the same time. You have the Daughter of Fire, the Torment card in reverse, and the Spirit Guide in reverse. Now, the Spirit Guide card in reverse, it's kind of equivalent to the Judgment card in the traditional decks. This card is also another beautiful card. And what I feel like this is saying is that I feel like though it's a reverse, it's still positive input, because I feel like the message here is almost like judgment has come again, or the time has come again to have another chance at something. And if you are single, this could be a resurgence of someone from a past life, okay? And this could be a water sign or someone you share a harmonious, kind of almost telepathic bond with, or that is similar to water-like energy. And that could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, because those are the water signs in the zodiac. So that's what I feel like the Spirit Guide card is representing. The Spirit Guide card is rising to your higher self, following your intuition, blowing your own trumpet, blowing your own horn, and trusting in your spirit or your inner voice, or your guidance and your angels to guide you, or even people, ancestors or family members that have passed over. Or it can mean judgment, like judgment often has a way of meaning like redoing something. So with it in reverse and paired up with torment and in the center of your reading, and paired up and judging from the cards surrounding it, I feel like this is a blessing, meaning that you're gonna get a chance to do something again, and you're gonna get a chance to re to prove yourself again, or to show that you show that you are capable, or show that you have what it takes to execute something. That's what I feel like. That's what the Spirit Guide card means in this spread. I feel like there is an offering of love, sensitivity, steamy, passionate sex, even with this Son of Water. Very charming, romantic, and sensual. This may even result to pregnancy, because you've got two aces on either side of this. You've got the Ace of Earth here, and then you've got the Ace of Water. Now, speaking of a lot of fertility. And then also in the core of your reading, you have the Daughter of Fire, and that can mean passionate and intense and um, erotic energy as well. So if this person is very charming, okay, and then you've got this water card here, which is why I think that it can speak of pregnancy. The water card, the Ace of Water, speaks of new beginnings, speaks of abundance, speaks of fertility, and the connection to the very source. And if you or your partner are not expecting, I feel like you can guarantee acts of love and feelings are made known this month. You or your love interest is overflowing with happiness and fulfillment. But there's definitely a strong feeling of eroticism, am I saying that right? Of eroticness, I think that's right, and eroticism and passion here, because with this daughter of fire here, and then the other card surrounding it, yeah, you got the daughter of fire, beautiful card. This feel like this is adding fuel to the passion and fires, and eager and anxious to get things going. So you're feeling deeply connected to spirit, like whatever force that you feel within you. I feel you should trust it because it wants you to elevate high into heaven, just like the sage in this picture. You see the burning the sacred herbal healing herbs of sage. That is what spirit wants you to do, and that's how you feel. I mean, you almost feel invincible, like you feel alive. Like you're feeling one with spirit, one with the universe, and that's awesome. Or someone is helping you to do this, or someone wants to do this for you. But by the looks of these cards, this month is definitely kind of highly strong. Like it's definitely a lot of potent sexual energy out there. And it definitely looks like it's highly prone for pregnancy. So if that's not what you want, then I advise you to wrap it up, Aries. And there's also a feeling of pure love because you have the Two of Water or the Two of Cups down there and below. Just love that is given without expecting anything in return. A soulmate kind of love or a friendship, okay, which is selfless love at its highest level. You are very tuned into your partner or your love interest this month. Maybe you may have, even if you may have just met this person, you may have feel like you've known them forever. But if this is a long-standing relationship, I feel like you guys are getting back to a great space and reminding each other why you fell in love with each other, and you're falling in love all over again. How beautiful is that? Um, and then with this Ace of Earth here, it's like a crop of corn. This is a sign that you have built solid foundations and it's ready to come to fruition in a material sense. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If this doesn't speak of a baby, it can mean going into business with your partner or meeting a potential new business mate based on work at a workplace with meeting of the minds. And then I say meeting of the minds because alongside here, on the same line as that, you have the father of air. And the father of air is the air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel like this is more so the energy that you are exuding, becoming more level headed, not so much wallowing in emotions this month. Because I feel like in the previous months of the readings I've done for Aries, it seems a bit heavy, very, very weighty. And the Ace of Earth is air is not air signs, is earth signs such as Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, and they are tangible, they are practical, they are have very good business acumen. They can they can start up. They're good with finances. They're good with problem solving. They're good with getting things done. They work very hard and they're diligent and they're focused. Okay, that's what the Ace of Earth or the Ace of Pentacles represents. I feel like you are believing in your ability to manifest deep and long felt desires now. And because you are cutting out the excess bullshit, and I say that because you have the Seven of Water in reverse. Now, this means access. In reverse, this is a beautiful card. Upright is beautiful as well, but it can mean you're in la la land or up in the clouds, or you have too much scattered energy and you're not really focused. But with it in reverse, and with it aligned with this Ace of Earth, I feel like this is saying, because you are cutting out the excess bullshit and narrowed your focus, you are seeing more tangible results. And that's why this Ace of Earth is here. So these two kind of bounce on off each other. If you were indecisive about which love to choose in the past, maybe this could mean you had your cups full of don't know who to choose or which love to choose or who to go with, or maybe someone was doing this to you. I feel like you have now made your decision, or you know that you have made the right decision, or someone is coming to terms with this for you. You're no longer up in the clouds, or they're no longer up in the clouds. And if you adopted a drinking problem, because this is water, Seven of Water, it could mean an overindulgence or addictions. I feel like you're also about to curb that as well, and this is why this is in reverse. So, bravos to you, if that is you, Aries. I feel like you are ready for new passion projects with the ready and earnest energy, okay? Especially with this Three of Fire here. This Three of Fire in this Native American deck, it depicts integrity, basically meaning that you are reaping what you sow. I feel like you are accepting of yourself and where you are, and by following your heart and letting innocence prevail, worries begin to vanish. And then that's why, right here in the same line as this, you have received the Ten of Fire in reverse. So oppression in reverse, meaning that what is that meaning that weight is being lifted off your shoulders, okay? There's not so much a worry anymore. You don't feel that stressed out. You're feeling a little bit at ease. All right? And I feel like back to this Three of Fire, I feel like you were just starting to realize what is due to be yours will be yours. And you are content with that. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Overall, like I said in the beginning, I definitely feel like you're reemerging from a period of loss or hope. And what highlights that and solidifies that in this reading is the Five of Water, which means loss, but you received it in reverse. So that means that you're reemerging from a period of lost hope or rough times with a partner. Okay? You no longer feel a loss, and you are slowly feeling unconditional resurgence of love in your heart. This Ace of Cups, overflowing of love, new beginnings, a new start, a fresh start, rekindling, or a whole new, brand new love that's coming to sweep you off your feet, Aries. I feel like now you are sensibly dealing with things like how the Father of Air were, or how the Father of Swords were, or the Father of the King of Swords, being very level-headed. And all the three of these cards came out together, so I just chose to cap them. I felt like they were very vital to these messages for you. All right, so I feel like now you're sensibly dealing with stuff and you have a good balance of head and heart. And if you are completely single, it could be an air sign that comes in and sweeps you off your feet, such as Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or the reconciliation of a water sign for some of you. You or your other may literally be expecting a baby, and that's what the presence of this Ace of Water may be. It's like I told you, this card speaks of a lot of fertility here. This Ace of Water, you literally have, because right underneath the Ace of Water, you have a picture depicting Mother Earth whilst holding a child, okay? And it being placement right underneath the Ace of Cups, that is definitely adding fuel to the fire that there can definitely be some unexpected pregnancies or some pregnancies coming along the way. Or if you are, or you may be pregnant now, okay? Talk about double fertility. Mother Earth can also just be telling you, this is an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. Like I said, they're very reliable, very grounded, very stable, very nurturing, very giving, very loving. So Mother Earth can just be telling you to nurture yourself and your body as well. You know, do a detox, do yoga, meditate, get connected and grounded with nature and the earth, and eat more greens. Some of you may even have to change your diet, Aries. Maybe what this message may be for some of you, not for all, but for some of you. Be very kind to yourself, especially if you have been dealing with over access, such as the Seven of Water. And then also you have this torment in reverse in the center, so that means this is what you're coming from. So you might have been very hard on yourself, and it might have put a strain on yourself. Maybe you need to just proper retreat. And if you do, and I feel like if you do this, I feel like you will feel a huge weight lifted off of your shoulders. All right, and that is why the last card that has showed up for you is the Ten of Fire, which is oppression, but it came up in reverse. So you no longer feel the weight on your shoulders. You no longer feel like everything is on your head and on your horns. You are releasing that and just like relaxing. Just, and the wands of fire energy, or the fire energy is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So signs such as yourself, or energies that exudes energies like yourself. Okay, Aries, I hope that reading was very, very helpful for you. And also at the base of your reading, you have the Six of Earth, and this also represents a beautiful balance of give and take in your love life. I feel like things are delegated fairly. I feel like you each are taking care of each other, and balancing out the distributions at home if you live with someone, or if it's your spouse, or you guys are finally giving each other the due attention that you need, and you're very attentive equally to each other, and it feels like a very beneficial, very profitable, a very pleasant feeling to be loved and to give love and be loved just as much. Now, when it comes to your oracle cards from the Romance Angels, the card that popped out was Trust. When this popped out, I definitely was like, yes, this is so spot on for this reading anyway. So if this pertains to you, even better. But for this particular reading, it is so spot on because, as I was saying earlier, the situation is calling for you to have faith. I didn't actually say that, I don't think, but along them lines about just trusting that in the universe, or trusting in this cycle, trusting that it's okay to love or to renew love in a relationship, especially with somebody that is probably a soulmate that you've been with in many, many cycles of life. And then from the wisdom of the Oracle deck, you received higher power. Higher power. Beautiful. Conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committed to a partnership with spirit. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express himself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. The relationship message: it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond. Like I said earlier, there's this deep spiritual bond. You've got all this water. It's harmonious water, Son of Water, Two of Water, love. So there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Also, what popped out for you in this card, in this deck, and this oracle message. Sorry, I'm tired. some hours in the morning. You have received mending. Perfect card for this reading. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us with understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal, the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. The relationship message: you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you to move forward. Separate together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. And then, speaking of all this pregnancy, now that's not going to pertain to all of you. You literally had the Sun card pop out. Now that's not to say that you're definitely going to have a son, because this card definitely has all the meanings. And it basically means your son is watched. It can mean that your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. Now the message in this: your question involves your son or a male who is like a son to you. Perhaps you've been worried about him or have felt a call to help him in some way. This card validates your intuitive feelings and asks you to take action in that direction. The fairies want you to know that your son is safe, happy, and watched over. Give any worries to them so that healing can occur. The additional meanings for this card: you are pregnant with or will adopt a boy. Your life purpose involves helping children. A son in heaven is letting you know that he's happy and sends his love. Another person's son needs your help right now. Or you love caring for a male pet who's like a son to you. Or this can mean you may receive a message from or about a parent if you are a male. And then, also from the magical messages from the fairies, you received connect with nature. You've rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. Beautiful, like I was saying. Get grounded like that Mother Earth. Meditate, do some yoga in the park. These cards are so beautiful. And then last but not least, you received Dolphin. And Dolphin is from the Medicine cards, number 40. This is a little bit of storytelling, but it's good insight, so I hope you don't get bored. Dolphin speaks to us of the breath of life, the only thing that humans cannot go without for more than a few minutes. We can live without water and food for days, but oxygen is the source of our sustenance. Within the breath, we encounter the rhythm of energy that all life emits. In changing the rate or rhythmic texture of our breath, we can tap into other life form or creature. This is a very easy way to connect with divine energy coming from Great Spirit, as well as with your own personal rhythms. Dolphin is the keeper of the sacred breath of life and teaches us how to release emotions through dolphin breath. Dolphin creates rhythm, swimming through the water and breathing before submerging, then holding its breath for the duration of underwater travel. As dolphin comes above the water, it blows its breath out in a manner resembling the popping of a cork. We can use the same technique to pull the stopper on our tensions and create total relaxation. This is a good exercise to use before entering the silence. Mana is a life force. Mana, M-A-N-N-A, is present in every atom and is Great Spirit's essence. Dolphin teaches us how to use life mana through our breath. It revitalizes each cell and organ and breaks the limits and dimensions of physical reality so that we may enter the dream time. Dolphin was traveling the oceans one day as Grandmother Moon was weaving the patterns of the tides. Grandmother Moon asked Dolphin to learn her rhythm so that he could open his female side to her silvery light. Dolphin began to swim to the rhythm of her tide weaving and learned to breathe in a new way. As Dolphin continued to use this new rhythm, he entered the dream time. This reality was a new and different place from the seas he had known. Dolphin came to discover underwater cities in the dream time and was given the gift of primordial tongue. This new language was the sound language. It was brought by a spider from the great star nation. Dolphin learned that all communication was pattern and rhythm, and that the new aspect of communication was sound. He carries the original pattern to this day. Dolphin returned to the ocean of the Great Mother and was very sad until Will came by and told Dolphin that he could return to be messenger to the Dreamtime dwellers anytime he felt the rhythm and used the breath. Dolphin was given a new job. He became the carrier of messages of our progress. The Dreamtime dwellers were curious about the children of Earth and wanted us to grow to be at one with Great Spirit. Dolphin was to be the link. If Dolphin has appeared to you today, frothing through the waves in your spread, you are to link to be a link to some solution for the children of Earth. This can be a time when you are linked with Great Spirit and bring answers to your own questions or to those of others. In addition, this can mean a time of communication with the rhythms of nature. You are put on notice to be mindful of your body rhythms and the patterns of energy being fed to you from the Creator. Imitate Dolphin and ride the waves of laughter. Spread joy in the world. Breathe and exercise the manna so freely given. Break existing barriers and connect to the Dreamtime or Great Star Nation. Know that we are all whole in the eyes of the ever-living One. Beautiful. From the Fairies Oracle, you have received number 45, Tating the Self, which is acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. This means what we see here is mental quickness, adaptability, and enthusiasm. Ideas and opinions abound. A few are brilliant, but others vary from mediocre to downright silly. Be selective. Mental and psychic abilities may be awakening. Independent thinking is in operation. New ideas and new versions of old ideas are creating an exciting, effervescent atmosphere. Avoid access and extremes. Avoid access. Remember this? Access. Minds may change often as new ideas and new ways of seeing bubble to the surface, out of conflict and confusion, resolved by goodwill and clear thinking, and a better understanding may come. Now, you also have received undressing of a salad. Balance, avoiding extremes, being impossible and achieving the impossible. These fairies are saying things are in motion and the outcome is impossible to predict. A cool head is required to deal with this, as is a readiness to jump in whatever direction seems appropriate. Exercise cool judgment while staying ready for the unpredictable. Sudden changes of fortune may occur, good or bad, but they are in flux and can be rechanneled if necessary. Develop poise, stay calm, you can come out a winner here, but it is likely to take concentrated effort. Use power with delicacy and discretion. Thank you so much, Aries. And I hope that you can find some messages within that. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And ta-ta for now. Enjoy your dream.